Peace, family. This is your friendly neighborhood attorney, Brian Gaither, bring you love, blessings, uplift, and pertinent information that affects your community. Man, Black Panther. All I can say is Wakanda forever. For real. Man, that movie was so powerful in so many different aspects. Typically, I like to talk about legal issues and things that affect our community legally because of my profession, man. But I got to talk about just this movie briefly and the positive implications that it has on the community. It's powerful because imagery is a very powerful tool, and we are visual people. People in general are visual, but particularly people from African descent. We're very visual, and when you see stuff, it starts the thought process going on, and you start dreaming and visualizing stuff, and you start working toward it. And I'm loving the excitement of culture now. I love it. Everybody has their garbs, their shikis, their African apparel. Now, I will say, I don't want this to end with just this movie. The question is now, what are you going to do? Are we going to just look like we're loving our culture and culturally aware and excited about our people and having a hero? Or are we going to actually, after the ticket sales are over and open night's done, are we going to go out in the community and really build it up and apply the principles that even the movie taught you? Apply those principles in your everyday life and really build our community up for the betterment of our people and more so humankind as a whole. Like for real. I was actually talking to my barber earlier. Shout out to he got me nice and lined up to Coleman Butler, King Cole. Check him out, dope barber. We was talking about these issues in the barbershop, basically saying that it's nice to see everybody get excited about their culture with this movie and wearing all the garbs. If anybody that knows me knows this is me on the regular. I wear the bow tie on you, then I'll throw on a hoodie and some J's, or a t-shirt and some J's, but then I'll throw on my the shiki, and just shout out to the culture, man. That's just me. But we're really hoping and praying that people internalize this and use this as the catalyst to really move forward, not just on the external, just showing that you love your culture, you love your people, but actually doing something and acting on it and doing business with each other and loving one another and, just really learning about your history and figuring out how we can get closer as a people. Now, with this particular movie, there's so many things I can talk about, but I'm going to briefly talk about the visual implication for our young people. It's so important. That's what really touched me, man, because myself, even the reason why I call myself your friendly neighborhood attorney is because I grew up reading comic books and watching cartoons, and Spider-Man was my favorite character, and he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Took on your friendly neighborhood attorney. However, I always liked Black Panther. Growing up, the problem with Black Panther growing up, they really didn't have it wasn't a lot of access. They had comic books. The comic books was great. Marvel does a good job sticking with the storyline. So it was always a good comic book, but it just wasn't on the forefront. So I didn't really get into Black Panther until I got a little older. And I was like, man, this is amazing. Because if you follow comic books, you realize every time they have a character of African descent, it seems as if he's not all the way good. So let's go down the list. Spawn. Spawn is dead. If you know the storyline of Spawn, he was a cop. He got killed on the job, and what happened? He made a deal with the devil for vengeance of his death, and he is a zombie. Blade was a great series. Shout out to Wesley Snipes. He did a good job. But Blade is also half vampire. So the brothers he's a hero, but he's half evil. He has to control his urge to bite you. Control his urge to suck human blood. That's still, good concept, but he's still half evil. Cyborg. from Justice League. Cyborg, great character. He's very powerful. Um, Very interesting powers, but he's half human. Once again, he's still has a deformity. He's like part man, part robot. So yeah, if you see, there's a trend with some of our black heroes. Falcon. I could talk about Falcon, but Falcon is also the sidekick to Captain America. And I'm a Captain America fan. Watching the comic books, it's really funny how Captain America questions the government that he fights for too. So just Marvel Comics is just amazing when it comes to their storylines and concepts, man. Just check it out. But Falcon is also, he plays second string to Captain America. So Black Panther is so powerful because this is the first time you really have in a major comic book platform. There's also a comic book company called Black Horse, and they have some good comic book characters that the DC company took over, but they don't do much with them. Static Shock, Icon, Hardware, those are some good black characters. Look them up. Still good storylines. But Black Panther on the mainstream is so powerful because now you have a brother of African descent that is not only a superhero, he's a king, he's wealthy, he's intellectual, he's a gentleman, he's a great leader. And not only that, his people are so advanced. His people really thrive in a nation where they're all autonomous. They all fight for each other. They all are one people. And it's beautiful. And the movie did a great job of showing that. And to me, like I said, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I loved it when I saw at the movie theater the babies, man, the little boys that was at the movie theater. I saw myself in them when it was like just all smiles, pointing at Black Panther, saying, "Man, I want to be him when I grow up." It's beautiful, man. It's even the part. I don't want to tell the movie because it's still early. There's some spoilers, but your boy Black Panther, man, he was an activist himself. He was about action. He ended up putting his money where his mouth is when he learned his lesson after dealing with Killmonger. But like I said, there's so many different angles I can talk about the movie. Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, I'll wait. I'm gonna revisit this because it's a great movie. But we can talk about the dialogue between our brothers and sisters that's in the continent now and us African Americans, and how the movie pulled out that conflict and the questions we have. We can talk about the political aspects of the movie, the African spirituality. Just it's so many things we can talk about, man. But what really touched me, and this topic, I don't have to spoil the movie about it, is just the imagery to see a black man that looks like you, that looks like these young brothers that's in the hood, that look like these young cats, that is not only a superhero because of his actions, it's his whole imagery, man. He's a king, he's wealthy, he's smart, he's intelligent. Man, that's powerful, man. It really is. So, I just want us to continue this excitement, this motivation. Take your kids to see this movie. Particularly your boys. Take them. Your girls too, man, because the sisters in the movie, on point. It showed you the backbone of the community is our sisters. Like, I love y'all. It really did a good job portraying how you need both, man. You can't have one without the other. So take the babies to see this movie. Give them this positive thing to look at so they can thrive to, so they won't have to just always look at the dope boys or the folks they see on TV or these fake false images of things that they can lead them in the wrong path. Let your kids be heroes. It's still that in their vision. Because we all heroes, man. We have to save our community first, protect our families, and be a light into the world. So, until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood attorney, Brian Gaither, signing off. Peace. Peace, love, blessings. Ashe, shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Go see that movie. Wakanda forever.